Welcome to this virtual class. I am Olumoyiwa Iroloye, and I'll be your facilitator for EDM312, Dynamics of Administrative Leadership in School Organizations. Today, I will be teaching you the concept of leadership in school organization, and that is study session 1, the concept of leadership in school organization. When you have studied this session, you should be able to define the concept of leadership, describe school as an organization. You should also be able to list at least 4 key qualities for educational leadership. You should be able to discuss leadership tasks of an educational administrator. You should be able to list the reasons group members obey leaders. You should be able to discuss leadership emergence in organization. Now to the concept of leadership. Leadership plays a crucial role in achieving the goals of all organizations, regardless of its nature. Leaders of all organizations grasp the progress of the organization. That is, the leaders, it is the duty of the leader to determine where the organization goes. Leadership has been defined by numerous researchers and practitioners in the field of management. Some of them are, around 1999, we define leadership as the process of influencing others to work willingly towards an organization's goal with confidence and keenness. Pareto Monday and Pareto 2001 define says leadership is the ability of an individual in a group to persuade, inspire, or influence the attitudes, behaviors, and actions of others, or the activities of the organization, so that the group members can work cooperatively and enthusiastically towards goal achievement. Garem, Bahi, and McManus, 2003, define leadership. Says that leadership is concerned with outcomes and future goals of the organization. So they say leadership is more about people and less about tasks. That's profound. And College 2007 also says that leadership is about working with and guiding people in new direction. It's about integrity and trust. So the emphasis that leadership is about integrity and trust. Mullins 2007 says that leadership is at its best when the vision is strategic, the voice is persuasive, and the result tangible. Look at it: strategic, vision, persuasiveness, and tangible result. That's the essence of that. When leadership is, you have these 3 elements. We want to look at the common terms in the definitions we have observed. Just the common terms in the foregoing definitions are: 1, influence process. That is, most of the definitions emphasize that leadership is about influencing people. It's about influencing people. It's about influencing people. The second one is a relational process. If you are influencing other people, it means that you are not the only one involved in the process. At least there is someone influencing others, other people that are being influenced in the process. So the leader is not alone, there are people to be influenced. And the last one is target goals and objectives. When you influence people, you are influencing them towards the achievement of certain specified goals and objectives. That is, you are not just leading them in no direction. There are 3 perspectives to leadership according to the definitions provided so far. There are 4 perspectives to leadership. And one is leadership as a status group, leadership as a status group, leadership as a focus group, and leadership as a function. The last one is leadership as a process. Leadership as a process. If you take a look at this definition, you see that leadership as a status group refers to the fact that people grow to climb the ladder in organization or are elected or selected to assume leadership positions. To assume leadership positions. Leadership as a focused agent, according to this view, it empowers those who are considered leaders based on their positions within the organization, either by election or selection for position of leadership, director, or executive, or head of an organization. That is the leadership, the position confers people with the authority to carry out functions. And leadership as a process, as a function, leadership as a function says that leadership consists of activities that are carried out on a daily basis by the leader that leads to the achievement of the organization's goal. And leadership as a process says that leadership is interactive. It involves the leader and the followers. We want to look at the school as an organization. The common definition of an organization you will find anywhere is that an organization is a group of people working together to achieve common goals and objectives. That's about the common definition you find anywhere. The school system as a common organization introduces the atmosphere for human and environmental interactions. The various groups within the organization, they continually interact and are independent either formally or informally. Using the enlarged input process output and feedback model adapted from Ovila in 1989, education is a process involving the following inputs, which consists of the human resources, the material resources, financial resources, constraints, and existing knowledge. And the throughput process, which involves mainly teaching and learning process and other administrative activities. The output of the system, which represents the graduates of the system who have been certified, who are assumed to have the requisite skills, knowledge, and attitude that the school was established to impart in people. These are the outputs. And the feedback process represents part of that output who are deficient, who are not up to standard, who will go back into the process as a remedial program to re-engage with the system and what later produced as graduate. This model can be seen, this input output process can be seen in the model as presented by Oankor 1989. You see the input process, the throughput process, and the output. Now we want to look at the unique characteristics of a school. What are the unique characteristics of a school? The GEO 1990 says that the school possesses some unique characteristics which will not be found in the other organization. One of them is goal ambiguity or multiple goals. Goal ambiguity says that education as an enterprise has more than one goal, and the multiplicity of the goals and makes it sometimes difficult to determine what the goals are. For instance, in Nigeria, we say that one of the goals of education is to build an egalitarian society. The question that most people ask is, what is an egalitarian society? And that ambiguity alone can make it very difficult to really determine whether the goal of education has been achieved. Another one is goal immeasurability. The fact that these goals are multiple and ambiguous sometimes makes it immeasurable. And when it is immeasurable, to determine whether we have achieved these goals or not becomes very difficult. Another one is input variability. The input in the school system, especially the students, come from different backgrounds, and so they cannot be treated the same way. We have the children of the poor, the children of the rich, the children of the well-to-do, the children from the slum. They may be in the same school, and this will make it difficult to treat them the same way. And this now calls for the ability to be able to identify the unique characteristics of each of these inputs and be able to treat them the way they deserve to be treated. So there is input variability. The school also operates with a unique clientele system. The school, as an enterprise, have different two types of clients. The primary client, who are the students, and their parents, who pay for the service the school renders. The parents who pay are not the primary client. They are not the one receiving directly the services of the school directly, but their children. And this makes it very important. You may say, you may think as a student, you may think you are pleasing the parents, but the primary clients of the school may not be satisfied. And so that is another key characteristic of the school. The fifth one here is, unlike many other forms of organization, the school output, that is the graduates, talks to the personnel. The primary client of the school can question it. Just in the last subsection, we're talking about the fact that the school, the students are input in the system. But this input can also question you as a teacher. They can question what the school is doing. Unlike in the manufacturing process where the raw materials cannot question, you can do whatever it pleases you to do with the raw material. But in the school system, the input can question you, can say, I don't like the way I'm being treated. And this makes it very unique as an organization. The school is also characterized by low performance invisibility. That is, what goes on, especially within the classroom, may be invisible to those who are regulators of the system. And the impact will not be felt until after a long time, maybe at the end of the term or session, when the impact of what the teacher is doing is now evident in either the grade of the school, of the students, or the performance of the school as a whole. The school, as an organization, has a relatively low interdependence of fact. This means that teacher A may perform better well, while teacher B does not perform at all. And they will be treated differently, and their performance may not affect each other. Unlike a manufacturing process, where if an employee fails in the process, may affect another line of the assembly. But in the school, because there is the relationship between this part is quite low, Mr. A may perform very well, and Mr. B may perform very poorly, and their performance will not affect each other. Everyone considers himself a stakeholder in any particular school. In every school, you will find out that even the immediate environment of the school wants to have a say in how the school is being managed, especially in the public sector, because they are also stakeholders in the system. You'll find out that an average person in the market has a say because they have children going to school. They have a say in what goes on in the school. What are the qualities of an educational policies for educational leadership? Walker and Dimmock 2000 identified 4 interrelated components of key policies for leadership. Number 1 is educational values. Educational values. It is essential that the leader develop coherent pedagogical values on which to base leadership for the school. And under the educational values, we have learning centeredness. This is the belief that the primary goal of the school is teaching and learning. Number 1 is, the second one is innovation. This is the belief in experimenting with new ideas and a change as a means for improving the school. The next one is lifelong learning. This is the belief that the primary goal of the school is to develop a vision of learning as a continuous and ongoing process. Education for all. Education for all is the belief that the school is flexible and that the students rather have the right to a relevant and meaningful education. And the students have the right to relevant and meaningful education. Service orientation is the belief that the school is flexible and responsive to meeting the diverse needs of its community. Empowerment is an obligation for the meaningful involvement and participation of members of the school community in school life. Equity and fairness is the belief that the rights of everyone in the school community are duly recognized and that people are treated with fairness and integrity. Whole process development is a commitment to provide students with a comprehensive and balanced education. Next is professional knowledge. The professional knowledge of the leader of the school must span across strategic communication and policy environment, teaching, learning and curriculum, growth and development of leaders and teachers, management of personnel and resources, quality assurance and accountability, external communication and liaison. Skills. The skills, leadership skills to improve school and students are exercised in relation to previously identified leadership goals. These skills can be divided into the following three categories: personal skills, communicative and influence skills, organizational and technical skills. The last one in this category is the personal attributes of the leader. These are personal traits that the leader brings to the position. The following attributes have been highlighted: adaptability and responsiveness, courage or conviction, confidence in their abilities and action, persistence, teamwork, and integrity. What are the leadership tasks of an educational administrator? Jan 2019 identified the significant tasks of the educational administrator in the school system, and they have guiding and inspiring subordinates, securing cooperation of subordinates, creating confidence among subordinates, creating proper work environment, maintaining discipline among members, facilitating integration of personal and organizational goals, implementing change. What are the reasons for obeying leaders? Why do subordinates obey leaders? Number one, traditionalism. The second one is material gain. The third is legitimacy. What are these issues? This reason. Traditionally, people believe that because leaders, leaders deserve to be obeyed. That's the traditionalism. That is, once people assume leadership status, that means people they deserve people's obedience and loyalty. And this is number one reason why people obey leaders. The second one is material gain. People believe that leaders have the ability to reward their loyalty and obedience. So people also obey leaders because of the ability to reward their loyalty. And legitimacy is also another reason. Legitimacy. The legitimacy of leadership is based on the acceptance of the need for leader at every time in an organization. So people believe that they need leaders, and so they obey them because they believe that they need them, and that's how leaders gain their legitimacy. Leader emergence. How do leaders emerge? The following factors have been identified to be associated with leader emergence. Number one, participation rate. The rate at which people participate in activities in every organization, it has a tendency to influence how fast they will rise to become leaders. Expertise or problem-solving ability. The ability to solve the problem of the organization and that of the people in the organization can also be a predictor of their leadership emergence. Social skills. The social savviness of people can also be an indicator for the leadership emergence. That is, people who have the ability to relate well to people have the tendency to become leaders. Power motive. People who love to be around leaders who love power have also a high tendency to emerge as leaders because they will do everything to emerge as leaders. We have come to the end of this study session, and I would like that you assess yourself based on the learning outcomes that were stated at the beginning of this class. Now that you have completed this study session, you can assess how well you have achieved its learning outcomes by answering the following questions. 1.1, what is leadership? 1.2, describe school as an organization. 1.3, list at least 4 broad key qualities for educational leadership. 1.4, discuss the leadership tasks of an educational administrator. 1.5, list the reasons group members obey leaders. 1.6, discuss leadership emergence in organizations. In this study session, you have learned that leadership has to do with influencing people to work towards the achievement of predetermined goals. You have also learned that the school is a social organization, but has some features that differentiate it from other types of organizations. You have learned that school administrators need some key qualities that are essential for effective leadership. You have also learned that leadership tasks, you have learned the leadership tasks that the administrator must perform in order to achieve the goal of the school. You have also learned the reasons for obeying leaders, and you have also learned that leaders emerge 5 reasons of participation rate, expertise, social skills, and power motive. I would like that you do further reading on this study session. And to do this, you may copy the link on your screen and go do some further reading before the next class. I would like to hear from you, see what new findings you have on the topic. Thank you for listening.